Hello everyone and welcome back to a little bit more of our class reader. Okay, I'll continue where we got up to yesterday. Toothless had been held up. His foot was caught in the centurion's chin strap, and for a moment they were tied together. And Toothless had quite a bumpy ride because the centurion was jumping up and down like an octopus with chickenpox as he tried to get rid of Slitherthang in his knickers. Toothless finally snapped the chin strap with his hard little gums, and to Hiccup's relief, as the hopeful Puffin twirled around for the 5th time, looking for all the world as if she was dancing, Toothless came screeching up to the edge of the ship towards them, at the speed of a flying arrow. "Oh, thank Thor!" Hiccup exclaimed Hope joyfully. But one minute, Toothless was flying through the air like a stormy petrel in a hurry. The next, a net weighted with stones appeared out of nowhere, wrapped itself around the little dragon in mid-air, and brought him back down onto the deck of the Roman ship, as if struck by a spear. "Toothless!" cried Hiccup. 2 figures appeared over the edge of the ship. One was the thin prefect, holding half of the How to Speak Dragonese book. The other was a Roman soldier. In one hand he held a trident. In the other he held a net, and within the net, struggling and biting and turning wild somersaults in his desperation to be free, was Toothless. The hopeful Puffin made another crazy turn, and Hiccup gazed at his captured dragon in despair until the Roman ship was swallowed up by the fog, and Hiccup could see him no more. Oh no. Okay. So here is some dragon vocabulary here. So we've got some interesting little bits here to split up the book. I think it says pish you means please. Thanky means thank you. Munch munch means eat. Crapper cack cack means poo. Dobbly wobbly or botty bum means bottom. No like it means I don't like it. Me like it means I do like it. Gobber means spit. Botty crackers, buttock thunder, and smelly breezes mean farts. Hoosus means house. Gaff means nest. Chuck it up, wobbly guts, yum yum on de bum, to be sick or to bite someone on the bottom. Yum yum on de tum, to bite someone on the stomach. Yum yum on de thumb is to bite someone on the finger. Meowler is a cat and a dimwoof is a dog. And it says bath time. When a dragon has spent the whole day in a mud wallow and then they want to curl up in your bed, you have no option. You have to give them a bath. But good luck. Dragon. Mina wash de bum. Mina wash de face. Mina wash de claws. Mina splishity oody splashity at all. Means I do not want a bath. You are going to have to be cunning and use psychology. You. Nah, bath time ever never never ever never. Me repeaty, na bath time ever never. On no account are you to get into the bath. Dragon, whining. Me wanty splishy splashy. You. Okie dokie, just one time. All right, just this once. Hoodie drunken de bath juice. Who has drunk up the bath water? Okay, there's some more dragon vocabulary. Hope there's nothing too rude in here. Squeaky snack means mouse. What's that say? Pestatings are nanny dragons. Randy floss are rabbits. Stinkfish are haddock. Prickleburger is a deer. Scrumlush, delicious. Doubly yuck yuck, disgusting. Bum support, chair. Sleepy slab is a bed. Munchy holder is a table. Warmedy tootsies is a fire. Doody girly boohoo burst into tears. Doody wobbly screamers to have a tantrum. Doody chuckly ha-has to laugh. Friendly, it just means friend. I don't know what that one says. Doody screamy berserkers. Doody hissy fits or doody heebie-jeebies. Or finally, doody yucky gobber bath is to lose your temper. I can't really speak Dragonese. Dinner time. Dragon. It's a yuck yuck. This is disgusting. Dragon. Mina likey it de stinkfish. Is a yucky yucky. Is a poo poo. Is a doubly doubly yuck yuck. I don't like haddock. It's revolting. It's gross. It's really revolting. You. Okie dokie. So questa now eaty. All right then. What will you eat? Dragon. Me iti di miaula. I want to eat the cat. You can raise your voice now. Na iti di bum support. Na iti di slab. Plus doubly doubly na iti di miaula. Don't eat the chair, don't eat the bed, and definitely don't eat the cat. Gosh, there's more. More dragon vocabulary. Swappa da yucky. Lip juice. Do de vomit belly squeezes. Oh, sorry. Swappa da yucky lip juice means to kiss someone. Do de vomit belly squeezes is to hug. Dooley scarlet strokings is alright really. It's to scratch or to love. Interesting. Da wingless land prisoners or skyless dirt grubbers, no-brainers, are humans. A flicker flame snotting gun is to set fire to something. Brain goo means snot. Smelly breezes mean farts. Talking to big dragons now. Dragon. Ooh, scrumplush, yumindentium eatings, de ickle prickle burger. Ooh, delicious, a scrummy little Viking. You. Me, look, a de scrummy may me out in de tummy. I may look delicious, but I'm actually very poisonous. And if that doesn't work, me gambler, now na flicker flame, de gaff, daddy pestings. I bet you can't set fire to that nano dragon nest. I mean, I don't know what that says. Oh, actually, yes, I do. Easy pleasy, lemon squeezy. I can do that, no problem. Gosh, I'm going to have to learn some Dragonese, I think. Okay. Chapter 5. Back on Berk. By the time the hopeful puffin had stopped turning round in circles, the fog had started to lift a little. Half an hour later, the mist had vanished entirely, and they could see for miles in every direction. The Roman ship was nowhere to be seen. The water was as cold as ice again, so there was no further danger of bumping into any shark worms. They had not gone as far off course as Hiccup had thought. They set off towards the distant silhouette of Berk to the north. Fishlegs took the rudder because Hiccup was so depressed to do anything. Hiccup sat staring at his half of how to speak Dragonese. All that work, all that time spent dragon watching at the wild dragon cliff, ripped in two. He was not to think of what might be happening to Toothless on board the Roman ship. Toothless hated the idea of being trapped so much Hiccup even had to leave the door open when they went to bed. And now there he was, most likely locked up in that horrible cage. We just had an argument too, thought Hiccup in total misery. There was a chicken there. And he flew to our rescue. And now I might never see him again. There it goes. Horror Cow finally woke up from her deep sleep. Did you get that helmet? She yawned. Not exactly, replied Hiccup grimly. It's a long story. In her strange spinning and zigzagging fashion, the hopeful puffin drew near to the Isle of Berk. Sorry, the chicken's back again. In her strange spinning and zigzagging fashion, the hopeful puffin drew near to the Isle of Berk. The Isle of Berk has been home to the hooligan tribes for so long as to seem like forever. It is one of the smallest inhabited islands in the barbaric archipelago, and perhaps the best way to describe it is wet. There are 28 words for rain in the hooligan language, and Berk is the kind of place where the sea is always wandering up onto the land. Even at the highest point you can find scallop shells and dolphins' bones thrown up by some gigantic tide or storm. So what with the rain pouring down constantly from above and the sea sneaking up from below, the hooligans spent most of their lives up to their knees in muddy salt water. As they got near to Berk, they didn't have time to feel sorry for themselves. The hopeful puffin was in difficulties. Never a very seaworthy boat, she had taken 2 big knocks. First when she was rammed by Snotlout's boat Sparrowhawk, then when Hiccup jumped down on her decks from the Roman ship. She was taking on water even faster than normal. Despite Hiccup and Fishlegs bailing out the water as quickly as they could with their helmets, by the time they reached Hooligan Harbour, she sank entirely. They had to swim the last 100 metres, Hiccup holding Fishlegs up because, unusually for a Viking, Fishlegs had never quite mastered the doggy paddle. To make matters worse, Gobber was standing on the harbour wall, watching them come in. Arms folded, brows as low as Thor's thunderclouds. When the hopeful puffin disappeared beneath the water, he looked as if he might explode. It hasn't been a very successful day, has it? Moaned Fishlegs as they struggled out of the sea and onto the rocks. At least we didn't meet any sharkworms after all. Gobber was not amused. There he is. Oops. Always backwards. I always forget. Sorry. I'm not sure there ever were any sharkworms, said Hiccup through gritted teeth. He looked back sadly at the 3 circles of ripples and bubbles that were all that remained of the hopeful Puffin. She had never been the most beautiful of boats, but to him she was the best. Slipping and sliding on the seaweedy rocks, they clambered reluctantly towards Gobber and stood before him, soaking wet, heads bowed. Fishlegs timidly offered him the Roman helmet. Gobber was not amused. "What?" he bellowed, pointing furiously at the Roman helmet. "What in the name of Woden is this?" "A Roman helmet, sir," admitted Fishlegs. "We sort of accidentally boarded a Roman ship by mistake. We got lost, you see, sir." "You got lost?" boomed Gobber, not believing his ears. "Vikings don't get lost. And how could you possibly board a Roman ship by mistake? A Roman ship does not look anything like a peaceable fishing boat." "Yes, I know, sir," stammered Fishlegs, "but we thought there were these sharkworms, you see." "And where," Gobber interrupted Fishlegs, his voice dangerously calm, "where is your boat?" "Ah, yes, well," said Fishlegs miserably, "the boat sort of sank, sir." "The boat sort of sank?" roared Gobber. "You call yourselves Vikings, and you sort of sink your own boat on a perfectly calm day 200 metres from your own island. What kind of hooligans are you, anyway? You can't build boats, you can't train dragons. Fishlegs here can't even swim." "Salt water brings out my eczema," mumbled Fishlegs. "You're supposed to be a pirate," howled Gobber. "As it is, you are the most useless, miserable, pathetic excuses for tadpole poos I have ever met in my entire life. I am lost for words." Despite being lost for words, Gobber yelled at them for the next 10 minutes, telling them they were a disgrace to their tribe and the worst recruits he had ever had. He put them on limpet rations for the next 3 weeks and said the next time anything like this happened, they would be expelled from the programme. At home, it wasn't much better. During supper, Hiccup explained to his father about the unfortunate accident of boarding the Roman galley by mistake, and about the kidnapping of Toothless, and how the prefect had got hold of half of How to Speak Dragonese, and how Stoic really should send a war party to rescue Toothless in the book. Hiccup showed the sad remains of How to Speak Dragonese and the Roman helmet to his father to prove his story was genuine. Said Stoic thoughtfully. Stoic was a great giant of a man, with enough red, haystacky beard and barrels of belly to kit out at least 2 decent Viking-sized chieftains. That was a wordful. He wasn't really concentrating because he was reading Hiccup's pirate training report, which was the worst report he had ever read. Thumbnails of Thor, he was thinking. How can anybody get 4 for advanced ruddery? And nothing at all for beginner burping and hammer throwing studies, which had been Stoic's favourite subjects when he was a boy. Now, that is going to be everything for today. I really hope you've enjoyed that. I hope the words weren't too rude for anyone. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I will see you again very shortly. Thank you, guys.